All right, here we go. Game five tonight. Thunder Pacers. Still trying to get over game four. It feels like the worst loss I've had this whole playoffs. Pacers only are down by seven at one point in the game, and that's at the end of the game. They lose by seven, so they don't cover. And the game doesn't go over. And the game just started off so fast, so just perfectly. It was 34-33 or 35-34 at the end of the first quarter. Then the second quarter, it was just it came grinding to a halt. I think the fouls messed everything up. So you get a lot of free throws, but yeah, the flow of the game just completely changed. And then with that being said, the fourth quarter, I would have at least thought I'm going to cover this game no matter what, even if it doesn't go over. But the Pacers basically just died in the fourth quarter. Most people are now writing the obituary. Have the Thunder winning tonight. The spread's 9.5. It's a lot of points. I think it's was it like I think it got up to 11 in game one, but oh man, I want the Pacers to win, but that really felt like a death blow to them. The way the last what was it last 3:20 of the game, Thunder outscore them 12-1. Shea goes off, gets 15 points in the last 5 minutes of the fourth quarter, which was a record since 1971. And the Pacers just ran out of gas. That's the narrative, and it's hard for me to not jump on that. To think that they're going to win the game tonight would take a superstar performance from Halliburton that they just haven't had, and that's where basically what I want to focus on tonight because Halliburton, can't get going. What Dort has done to him is just magnificent, and I think that's the headline. Besides Shea being absolutely a killer in the fourth quarter, Dort just makes everything so damn difficult, and he wears Halliburton out. He did to Anthony Edwards last round, and he's just the best perimeter defender. And if the Pacers are going to win tonight, feels like Halliburton's got to go off for 30 plus. I don't see another pathway because the Thunder. I think the Thunder are going to score. I'm apprehensive about the over. The past two games, it hasn't gone over, but I like the over for the Thunder's team total tonight. I think the Thunder are going to play well. Their bench players are going to get more minutes, and they'll probably hit more shots. That's just how it works. As far as the Pacers, it's a wait and see for me. I really don't know if they're going to have the energy. If Halliburton comes out, that's the pathway. If he can get to the paint and do some of the things he's done in a couple of these games, maybe the Pacers can pull it off. But they're going to look back on that and be like, man, we had a chance. I think everybody that's watching that game is like, I'm going to have to like digest that the Pacers are up 3-1 in the NBA Finals. Like it was just happening right there, and boom, it's over. Bets lost, and most likely the series is over. I'm not going to completely write them off because even if they lose tonight, I think they can win Game 6, and then anything can happen for Game 7. But yeah, just disappointing. I thought they could have played Mathurin a little bit more throughout the game, and then ironically they put him in at the end. He misses free throws, gets a couple stupid fouls. The one thing that I did, think was the right decision. I've been talking about it for a couple games is the Thunder put Hartenstein back in the starting lineup, and he didn't play a lot more minutes. I think he ended up with 21 more minutes or 21 minutes, and the previous game was 18. But the Thunder did better on the glass, and it just feels like the offense flows better with him on the court. Some of the analytics might not point to that, but if you're just watching the game, it just feels like I don't know. He's always pass first and sets really good screens. He'll probably start again tonight, and then Wiggins is going to get some more minutes. It just feels like the Thunder use the bench at home more than they are on the road, and that's my fear for the Pacers that they could get run out of the building. So if they can survive the first, 5-6 minutes of the game and stay close, then sure anything can happen. But if they think they're going to do what they did in game one, I think that's not the pathway. They can't just bank on another 20-point comeback. So all right, put my bets out here in a second. And then Orioles are still alive. Trying to tease everybody here until the very end. I want to talk about the Orioles, but before I do that, the reason why the Orioles are still in it, besides the fact that they added another wild card here a couple years ago, is the American League is just full of mediocrity. It's like you have the Astros at 41-30, Tigers 46-27, And then the Yankees at 42 and 28. Those are the division leaders. Comfortable leads. The Tigers in particular got a 9-game lead. Astros 4.5. Yankees 3.5. So certainly it's still competitive in the East and the West. But then everything else is just jammed up. And because Baltimore plays Tampa, I was going to say in Tampa, but wherever they are, because they get to play Tampa for 4 games, this is the series. This is, you know, if you want to get excited about it, if there's such thing as playoff baseball in June, this is it this week as the Yankees come up on the weekend. But the Rays are at 39 and 32. Toronto's 38 and 33. Boston, who just swept New York's 37 and 36. Minnesota's 36 and 35. Cleveland's 35 and 35. Seattle's 36 and 34. And then the Rangers 36 and 36. Angels 33 and 37. Kansas City 34 and 38. And then there we are. So, it's interesting. I'm not gonna belabor every single point. I thought if you read Rock at all, he did a really good job this morning of hitting pretty much every little bullet point where the team's at, little tidbits about what's going on in the locker room and some of the Orioles' plans for the pitching staff moving forward. It feels like we've beat dead horses here now for pretty much the whole season. It's been the same kind of story, start and stop, start and stop. And, that Oakland series still looms large here from last week, but they did what they were supposed to do. And, that's all you can really do. Each game is just win it in front of you. And that's what they did against the Angels. I just don't know if I'm buying back in. I don't want to be negative, but this series, this Tampa team is red hot. They just swept the Mets. They're good, man. They have. It's so funny how baseball works. Last year, every starter, it felt like for Tampa, is just out for the season, injury after injury. They ended up trading Eflin to us at the deadline. And then this year, their rotation is as stable as any team in baseball. Pretty much these 5 starters that they have pitched every single game, I think, except for one. That's what I read this morning. Starts with Peapot. I think that's how you pronounce his name, tonight, going up against Eflin. And the Rays are just loaded, man. They're going to steal bases. They're going to do all the right things, all the little things. They don't have home field advantage, but if we win 3 out of 4, I'm 100% back in. I wanted us to be, I think I said it a couple weeks ago, I was like, if we can get to 35 and 39, something like that, going into the Yankee series, that's what I was hoping for. It's like right now the best they can do is 34 and 40. They win all 4. So if they can pull it off, I'm going to feel, I can't wait for the Yankee series, but I got to believe it. I got to see what they look like against Tampa. They've actually played pretty good against the East. So we shall see tonight. But, this Tampa team's loaded. They're healthy, and we're going to get really good pitching all the way through. So we better jump on them early. The bullpen's pretty much locked down. They got 3 guys in there who they've relied heavily on, and that's their formula. Just small ball, typical Tampa. So Orioles got their work cut out for them. As far as predictions and what I see happening with the lineup and player movement and all that jazz, I feel like it's just try to enjoy this week, see if we can win some games here before we try to think about what moves they're going to make, because they're really only 6 games out. So I think this is they have time, but this is the week. This is the week where if you have to make decisions here with the front office about what you want to do, this is the week where it's like, man, if we win 5 out of 7, let's put the trades on hold and see if we can add a bullpen guy or 2. Bradish and Grayson are coming back. The biggest thing I'm looking forward to is seeing who's going to pitch on Wednesday. They got Morton scheduled for Thursday, Kramer for Tuesday, Eflin for tonight, and they can either do bullpen or they can do Trevor Rogers, who has just been average at Norfolk, but he was great when he came up here to pitch against Boston, that doubleheader. So, we shall see. Enjoy the game. I'll put out my bets here for the Pacers Thunder, but I don't feel strongly about it. I felt really good about the game in Game 4. It just goes to show you that anything can happen when you're betting. Sometimes a good way, and for me, not so much there, as the Pacers lose by 7, and they're only down by 7, like I said. Until the whistle sounded there. So, all right, I will be back. Maybe do a pod in the morning because I want to talk about the game. So, yeah, I think I'll pop back in one in the morning. Pop back in the morning. Have a good day, good night, good luck with your bets. Hopefully, the O's can win. See you guys.